Hey everyone, Vincent Loo here. In this video, I'll share with you why we should buy Bitcoin in 2024. Bitcoin is very popular right now and the price has almost doubled since last year. So is it still too late to buy Bitcoin? Today, I'll share with you the reasons why I think Bitcoin is still a good investment. But remember, this is all for education purpose only, not financial advice. Firstly, I think Bitcoin is still a good investment because it's become a recognized asset class. Bitcoin is an asset because it has appreciated over the years. If you look at all the past historical data, you are able to see that the price has gradually increased over the time. However, one might argue that Bitcoin is not an asset class. But the properties of Bitcoin says otherwise. So let's take a closer look at why Bitcoin is an asset class. First, in order to be classified as an asset, it must fulfill these conditions and Bitcoin has them all. Bitcoin is rare. Scarcity. It is limited to only 21 million supply. Second is the durability. Bitcoin is durable as long as the Bitcoin network is always up and running using decentralized and P2P network. Fungible. Bitcoin is able to split into smaller units with clear divisible values. Bitcoin can be split into any small amount of units with no limitation. And lastly, verifiable. There are no fake Bitcoins circulating around because you just cannot counterfeit Bitcoins. In order to know more about Bitcoin, please click on the link above here or in the description below. Gold is the only asset class that matches 4 of these properties. But gold is not portable. Gold is heavy and very inconvenient to carry with you. In fact, this was the gold's biggest drawback, and that's the reason we moved from carrying gold coins to using banknotes that represented a claims on the gold. It's also expensive and slow to transport, which why it is done so infrequently. Imagine flying with 500 kg of gold during the war times to another country. It's just not possible to do so. To know more about why Bitcoin is a better store of value assets than gold, click on this link above here or in the description below. In 2024, Bitcoin is being recognized by the big players. For example, like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Vanguard. Bitcoin is now traded on the traditional markets as an ETF, which allows institutions to own a share of these assets. Hence, Bitcoin is no longer your shady scheme. Before the rise of civilizations, humans practiced the barter system to get the things they wanted by exchanging items with each other. But there are flaws in this system. The items that are available to exchange might not be the ones the other party wants. The value of the items to be exchanged might not be equivalent with the other items. It's just not efficient because in order to trade, for example, you have to carry 2 pigs up to our mountains just to exchange some milk. It's just not convenient. As society advances, humans found that using gold to trade for items is far more efficient, as gold is a precious metal which is durable, scarce, and can be easily divisible into smaller units. Soon paper money is introduced to replace gold, and it's easy to carry around. Paper money can also be converted to gold to maintain its value. After the Second World War, President Nixon decided to delink dollars from gold, removing the ability for anyone to convert dollars to gold. He decided to do this because the United States just couldn't uphold of all the responsibility that it inherited after the Second World War. From here onwards, money is now officially worthless, and it is not backed by gold anymore. Hence, inflation is born. Today, governments around the world have introduced fiat money, money that is not backed by any commodity or assets. Trust is the only thing your money is backed by. You need to trust that your government will not go bankrupt. Now, the real problem lies in how the government issues the money. Whenever there's an economic crisis, governments around the world will print and more money and deploy to the economy. This is called expansionary fiscal policy. Initially, it is to reduce unemployment rates. However, the power of printing money lies on the hand of just a small group of privileged people. Hence, there will always be wrongdoings by these people to control the supply of money for their liking. When this happens, unnecessary inflation will happen. Life saving from people like you and me will get chipped away with time as inflation increases. How is it fair that majority of hardworking people cannot afford a comfortable life, even when they have slaved the rest of their lives working for money? For example, government bailouts large banks and corporations during the financial crisis. Banks and large corporations who got to the brink of bankruptcy due to bad management should not be bailed out using federal funds. Small businesses with no connections will not get this kind of treatment. When these things happen, you can consider it as theft as inflation is bound to happen. On one hand, the working class spend their precious time getting money, where on the other hand, someone else decides to print more money to their liking. Now the working class has to work twice as much just to enjoy what they currently have. In 2009, Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. In his white paper, he introduced Bitcoin as the world's first cryptocurrency to solve all this nonsense. With the power of cryptography and blockchain, you can now have a trustless peer-to-peer network system that can eliminate third parties like banks to do transactions. Bitcoin is also decentralized in a way that no one can have absolute power over the network. Governments, on the other hand, have absolute control over the supply of fiat currency. To know more about cryptocurrencies, please click on the link above or in the description below. In conclusion, every penny saved in Bitcoin is virtually immune to manipulation by central banks or the government. Not only is it protected, but since its supply and inflation rates continue to diminish with each halving, the price will rise with demand increases. Your money stored in Bitcoin will grow over the time. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe and show me your supports, and I will make more of this kind of video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.